Hello everyone, my name is Dylan and welcome to a brand new video. If you are new here, hi there. I post fun and entertaining English lessons every single Friday. So today I'm going to be teaching you 75 words that will help you to sound like an advanced native British speaker. 75 words. I know that is absolutely crazy. So how are we going to do this? Well, we are actually going to be going through the alphabet together from A to Z. Yes, it's Z. It's not Z. We're not American here, guys. From A to Z, and I'm going to be giving you about 3 words for each letter. Now, it's important to note that all of the words in today's video will be adjectives. I just think they're going to be the most useful for you to know. Now, some of these words are quite advanced, but don't worry because they are still very commonly used and they will be genuinely extremely helpful for you to know. Finally, you can expect to learn a lot today, so everything will be included in a free PDF and the link is in the top comment. Cheers! Very quickly, before we get started, every Tuesday I send out a completely free newsletter containing a short, funny English lesson. You will also receive an exclusive bonus video as soon as you sign up. All of the words you will learn in today's video are actually ones that I have recently taught to my students, so if you are interested in taking some private one-to-one lessons with me, the link is in the top comment. All of the links are in the top comment. Right guys, enjoy the video. Right, let's start with A, shall we? May as well. Number 1, astute. 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 And if you are astute, it means that you are clever and able to make quick decisions. Number 2, articulate. 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 If you are articulate, it means that you are able to express your thoughts clearly and effectively. And this is normally through speaking, but it can also be through writing as well. Number 3, audacious. 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 If you are audacious, it means that you are willing to take big risks without even being scared. So, for example, the astute businesswoman, articulate in her demands, made an audacious move that surprised everyone. B. Number 1, bold. 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 And if you are bold, it means that you are brave and confident and willing to take risks. It's quite similar to audacious. Number 2, breathtaking. 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 And if something is breathtaking, it means that it is so impressive or beautiful that it takes your breath away. Number 3, brisk. 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 And brisk means that something is quick, active, and energetic. So for example, you might go for a brisk walk, which means you are going for a quick walk. Another example is his bold decision to climb the breathtaking mountain was followed by a brisk walk to the top. C. Number 1, comprehensive. 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 And if something is comprehensive, it means that it covers all the details. You know, it's extremely detailed. Number 2, candid. 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 And if something or someone is candid, it means that it is very truthful, honest, and straightforward, even when it's uncomfortable. Number 3, charismatic. 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 If you are charismatic, it means that you are able to attract and influence other people. And this is normally through your words, but it can sometimes be through your actions as well. A word that is similar to this is charming. There you go, that's a little bonus one for you right there. So, for example, the charismatic YouTuber, who always candid with his audience, uploaded a comprehensive video that left his students amazed. You guys are amazed? Oh wow, thank you so much, that's really kind, I appreciate it. D. Number 1, diligent. 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 If you are diligent, it means that you are very hardworking and you pay close attention to detail. You know, you're comprehensive. Number 2, driven. 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 So if you are driven, it means that you are very motivated to achieve something. Number 3, daring. Sorry, I forgot there. Number 3 is daring. 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 Okay? And if you are daring, it means that you are brave, bold, and willing to take risks. So yeah, really similar to bold and of course audacious. So, for example, the diligent detective, driven by an unsolved mystery, suggested a daring journey into the most dangerous part of town. Sorry guys if I'm sweating a little bit, by the way. I'm currently in Japan, and in the most British way possible, it is bloody boiling. E, which is actually the most common letter in the English language. Maybe I just completely made that up, but you never know. You never know. Number 1, eloquent. 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 So if you are eloquent, it means that you are fluent or persuasive when you are speaking or writing. So think of a really good author or a public speaker. Number 2, endearing. 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 If something or someone is endearing, it means that it or they make it very easy for people to like them. So if you are endearing, you are likable. So a cute cat can be endearing. A nice, funny person can also be endearing. Number 3, empathetic. 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 And if you are empathetic, it means that you are able to understand and share other people's feelings. So say, for example, one of your friends has recently failed an important test. If they're feeling really sad, if you are an empathetic person, then you will understand why they're feeling sad, and you will also feel sad too. You are sharing their feelings. It's a very good skill to have. So let me give you an example. The man's eloquent video was filled with endearing jokes and an empathetic understanding of his students' needs. Okay, that is the last one about me, I promise. F, which is actually the least common letter in the English language. Maybe I just made that up. Anyway, number 1, frank. 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 And if you are frank, it means that you are open and honest when you are speaking or writing. So it's quite similar to candid. Number 2, fierce. 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 And this means that something is intense, powerful, or scary. So things such as dragons, for instance, are normally described as fierce. Number 3, feasible. 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 And if something is feasible, it means that it is possible and realistic, so it's doable. For example, if you have to travel for 30 minutes to work every day, that's feasible, it's doable. However, if you need to travel for 3 hours to work every day, it's not really feasible. Let me give you another example. The man was frank about the fierce competition, but the plan he presented was definitely feasible. G. Number 1, gracious. 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 And if you are gracious, it means that you are polite, nice, and pleasant. Number 2, generous. 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 If you are generous, it means that you give more than what is expected or more than what is usual. So you can be generous with your time, your money, or your food. Those types of things. Number 3, genuine. 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 And if something is genuine, it means that it is real. It's not fake whatsoever. So for instance, you can have a genuine gold watch, which means that it is actually made of gold. A person can also be genuine, which means that they truly mean what they say or do. So, for example, the gracious queen, genuine in her smile, was generous enough to donate her entire wardrobe to charity. Sorry guys, I just miss her so much. Right, it is absolutely boiling, so I'm going to pick this video up tomorrow morning. See you there. Right guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. Have you guys just been sat here the whole night waiting for me? Thanks, I guess. Anyway, number 1, humble. 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 And if you are humble, it means that you don't think you are better than you actually are. Now this can sound like something negative, maybe it sounds like you have low confidence, but it's actually seen as a good thing. Number 2, hospitable, hospitable, hospitable. If you are hospitable, it means that you are friendly and welcoming to strangers or guests. Number 3, hasty, hasty, hasty. If you are hasty or if something is hasty, it means it is done very quickly, which can often lead to mistakes. So for instance, you might make a hasty decision and it's probably not going to be the best decision because it was kind of rushed. So, for example, the humble scientist, though sometimes hasty in his experiments, was known for being hospitable, always offering tea to his visitors. The center of the universe, obviously. Number 1, influential, influential, influential. So if something is influential, it means that it has a big impact on other people. So for example, celebrities tend to be quite influential towards their fans, or a film, like a cool film, can be influential. It can influence you to do something, maybe start playing volleyball or start playing football, for example. Number 2, invaluable, invaluable, invaluable. So if something is invaluable, it means it's extremely important. It's very, very valuable. It's invaluable. Number 3, impeccable, impeccable, impeccable. And if something is impeccable, it means it is perfect. So without any bad parts. So you can have impeccable manners, or a film can be impeccable. Yes, a film, not a movie. As mentioned before, we're not American here, bro. Okay. So let me give you another example, guys. His influential cooking show, with its invaluable tips on traditional recipes, led to an impeccable 5-course meal that impressed every guest. J. Number 1, jubilant, jubilant, jubilant. And if you are jubilant, it means that you are very happy. Number 2, jolly, jolly, jolly. If you are jolly, it means that you are very happy. Number 3, joyful, joyful, joyful. If you are joyful, it means that you are very happy, or you make other people happy. So, there's a slight difference there. Right. Let me give you an example. The jubilant crowd danced to the joyful music, which was being sung by a jolly singer. K. And did you know that less than 1% of words in the English language start with a K? And that actually is a fact. But don't worry, guys. I have found some for you. So number 1, keen, keen, keen. And this is one of my favorite words. If you're wondering, my favorite word is actually elegant. I really like that word. It just looks nice. It looks elegant, Anyway, keen. Right. If you are keen for something, it means that you are very enthusiastic and you really want to do it. So if someone asks you if you want to do something, you can just reply by saying keen, which means that you are keen. All right. Number 2, key, key, key. And if something is key, it means it is extremely important, essential. Number 3, kind-hearted, kind-hearted, kind-hearted. If you are kind-hearted, it means that you are very nice, generous, and pleasant. Your heart is kind. So, for example, her keen eye for detail made her a key team member known for being both effective and kind-hearted. L. Number 1, lively, lively, lively. If you are lively, it means that you are energetic and outgoing. Number 2, level-headed, level-headed, level-headed. If you are level-headed, it means that you are very calm and rational and sensible, especially when you are under pressure. Number 3, liberal, liberal, liberal. And if you are liberal, it means that you are open to new ideas, even if you don't particularly agree with them. You are liberal, you're still going to listen to them. You won't automatically say they are wrong. So, for example, the Lively Book Festival attracted liberal thinkers from all over, but it was the level-headed security who made sure everyone stayed safe. I'm telling you, those book festivals get absolutely crazy. M, and we are at the halfway point. So number 1, meticulous, meticulous, meticulous. And if something is meticulous, it means that it is extremely detailed. So it's similar to the word comprehensive or diligent. Number 2, mundane, mundane, mundane. And if something is mundane, it pretty much just means that it is extremely boring. Number 3, motivated, motivated, motivated. If you are motivated, it means that you really want to do something or achieve something. So it's very similar to the word driven. Right, let me give you an example. The motivated and meticulous artist spent hours perfecting every detail in her painting, driven by the desire to transform something mundane into a masterpiece. Number 1, nimble, nimble, nimble. If you are nimble, it means you are able to think or move very quickly. So for example, when you're watching the Olympics and you see the table tennis people, they are very nimble. Number 2, notable, notable, notable. If something is notable, it means that it is significant, it's worth taking note of. A very similar word to this is noteworthy. They just mean the same thing. Number 3, nonchalant, nonchalant, nonchalant. And if someone is nonchalant, it means they are very calm and unworried in a way that seems casual and cool. So, for example, the nimble dancer, notable for her grace, remained nonchalant even during the toughest dances. Number 1, optimistic, optimistic, optimistic. If you are optimistic, it means that you are hopeful and positive about the future. Number 2, observant, observant, observant. If you are observant, it means that you notice or observe small details, and you do that very quickly. It means that you are kind of alert to things. Number 3, original, original, original. If something is original, it means that it's unique and fresh. It's never been done before. Kind of like my videos. Well, most of them anyway. So, for example, the optimistic artist, always observant of the little details, created original masterpieces from old scraps of denim. Wow, sounds like me before I started teaching. Number 1, punctual, punctual, punctual. And if you are punctual, it just means that you are never late. Fortunately, I cannot relate to that one. Number 2, profound, profound, profound. If something is profound, it means that it is deep and full of meaning. So for example, an idea can be profound, or you can have a profound book. Number 3, persuasive, persuasive, persuasive. If you are persuasive, it means that you are able to get other people to believe what you believe, or think what you want them to think, or do what you want them to do, pretty much. So this is normally done through your words instead of your actions. For example, the punctual pirate, who always arrived at treasure hunts on time, gave profound, persuasive speeches about the sea. Q. You know that thing that British people love to do? Number 1, quirky, quirky, quirky. If something is quirky, it means it's weird or unusual, but in a good way. Number 2, quaint, quaint, quaint. If something is quaint, it means that it's old-fashioned, weird, or unusual, but in a good way. So yeah, it's pretty similar to quirky, to be honest. Number 3, quick-witted, quick-witted, quick-witted. If you are quick-witted, it means you are able to respond quickly, normally in a funny way. So, for example, the quirky host, with her quick-witted humour, made her quaint little cafe a local favourite. Number 1, resilient, resilient, resilient. If you are resilient, it means you are able to recover quickly when bad things happen. You can keep moving forward. Number 2, reputable, reputable, reputable. And if someone or something is reputable, it means that it has a good reputation, or it's respected. Kind of like my private lessons. Number 3, robust, robust, robust. And this just means that something is strong and healthy. And this can be used to talk about things or people. So, for example, the resilient knight, known for his reputable armor, battled through the robust castle walls like it was nothing. S. Number 1, sincere, sincere, sincere. If you are sincere, It means that your thoughts, your words, and your actions are genuine. You know, you really mean them. Genuine? You remember that? You remember that word from earlier? No? Number 2, savvy. 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 So if you are savvy, it means that you are smart, able to think quickly, and knowledgeable. So it's quite similar to the word astute. Astute, you remember that word from earlier? No? Number 3, sophisticated. 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 So if you are sophisticated, it means you have a lot of knowledge, culture, or experience. So, well, a person can of course be sophisticated, but an item can be sophisticated as well. So you can have a sophisticated dress, for example. Another example is, her sincere smile, paired with her savvy negotiation skills, left everyone believing she was the most sophisticated person in the room. Tea. You know that thing that British people love to drink? Number 1, tenacious. 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 If you are tenacious, it means that you keep going and you achieve your goals no matter what. You know, you never give up. So it's similar to the word resilient. Yeah, you remembered. Nice, thank you. Number 2, thorough. 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 If something is thorough, it means it's extremely detailed in every single way. So it's similar to the word meticulous and comprehensive. So for example, you can give a dirty pair of shoes a thorough clean. Nice. Number 3, tolerant. 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 And if you are tolerant, it means you are willing to accept and respect other people's actions and thoughts, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. So it's quite similar to the word, what was it? Liberal. That's the word it's similar to, liberal. Right, another example might be, the tenacious cat, thorough in its pursuit of the mouse, was remarkably tolerant of the noisy dog next door. You've been waiting for this moment, right? You. It's all about you. God, this is just such classic you. Number 1, unbiased. 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 If you are unbiased, it means you are able to see and judge things clearly and fairly without being impacted by your own opinions. The opposite of this word is biased, by the way. Number 2, ultimate. 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 So the ultimate version of something is basically like the best or the biggest version of it. So here is a photo, right? You know, you can see this photo, right? So this would probably be called like the ultimate burger. You know, it's the biggest version of that burger. That burger? Burger. Sorry if you're vegan, by the way. We'll just get rid of that for you. Number 3, unconventional. 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 If you are unconventional, it means that you think or do things differently to normal or conventional people. So the word conventional just means normal, by the way. Right, so for example, the unbiased review called the chef's ultimate dish an unconventional but delicious masterpiece. V. Number 1, vigilant. 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 If you are vigilant, it means you are able to look out for any possible dangers or difficulties. Number 2, versatile. 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 So if something is versatile, it means that it can be used for many different things. And if a person is versatile, it means that they are able to do many different things. Number 3, vibrant. 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 So if something is vibrant, it means that it is bright, full of energy and enthusiasm. Let me give you another example. The woman's vibrant energy, combined with her vigilant attention to detail, made her a versatile leader in any situation. W. I'm not too sure why I just did that. Anyway, number 1, witty. 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 If you are witty, it means that you are quick, smart, and funny. You know, it's similar to quick-witted. Well, actually, the word quick-witted comes from witty and vice versa. Number 2, wholesome. 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 So if something is wholesome, it means that it is pure and it's good for your mental and physical health. So if a person is wholesome, it means that they are very nice and innocent. I'm going to put some wholesome pictures on the screen for you now. I'll give you a second to look at those. Wholesome, right? They're cute. I know. Right. Number 3, wise. 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 So if a person is wise, it means that they are smart, normally due to a lot of experience in something. So you might have heard like a wise old man or a wise old woman, for instance. Right. Another example is the wise owl, with its witty jokes, flew to the wholesome village to spread knowledge and joy. X. So I'm going to be honest, there aren't really many for X. In fact, you could probably go your whole life without ever saying a word that begins with the letter X, let alone an adjective. However, I have found one and I'll teach it to you, even though you're probably never going to use it, but may as well. Right, X. Number 1, xenial. 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 And this just means the same thing as hospitable. It means you're friendly and welcoming to strangers and guests. Cool. So, for example, the xenial hotel owner welcomed travelers with a big smile, making them feel instantly at home. Why? Good question. Number 1, youthful. 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 If you are youthful, it means you act or you look young. Number 2, yearning. 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 If you are yearning, it means that you really, really want to do something. Number 3, yappy. 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 If you are yappy, it means that you talk a lot, normally in a slightly annoying way. So, for example, the youthful wizard, though yearning for adventure, often got distracted by his yappy pet dragon. Z. The final one. It's still quite uncommon to find a word or an adjective that begins with Z, but still, it's more common than X, for example. Ugh. Number 1, zealous. 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 If you are zealous, it means that you are passionate. Or, zeloso, if you are speaking Portuguese. Shout out to my Brazilians and, of course, my Portuguesians as well. Portuguesians? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Number 2, zany. 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 So if you are zany, it means you are unconventional, but in a good way. So it's kind of similar to quirky and... Remember the other one? Quaint. Yeah, quaint. Quaint. Good job. And finally, the final word of this exceptional video is zippy. 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 If you are zippy, it means that you are quick, energetic, and lively. So yeah, it's similar to the word we learned before. Lively. Right, let me give you one more example. The zealous dancer, with his zany costume and zippy dance moves, was the life of the party. Right guys, and there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So we learned a lot today, well, hopefully anyway. And as mentioned, everything will be covered in a free PDF and the link is in the top comment. All I ask in return is that if you did enjoy today's video, why not consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel and turning on post notifications, and maybe even commenting down below. It all makes a massive difference. If you would like to stay in touch, I would recommend following my Instagram, which is British Education _, or my Spotify, which is British Education, and I post weekly videos there as well. Don't know if I mentioned guys, but I am in Japan, yeah, so if you want to see what I'm up to there, the Instagram is the best way to do that. As mentioned at the start of the video, why not subscribe to my newsletter as well, and every single Tuesday I will send you a fun lesson right to your inbox. You will also receive an exclusive video as soon as you sign up, so why not? Why not? Finally guys, I do also teach private one-to-one lessons, and once again, the link is in the top comment. All of the links are in the top comment. Right guys, I post new videos every single Friday, so hopefully I will see you there. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, cheers.